Good Monday morning. Good Monday morning. How are you doing? Welcome to another beautiful day of Spadas. Today we're going to talk about something very special. Yeah, not this bottle. No. What normally goes in this bottle? Water. In America they'll say water. Water. In England they'll say water. No, or water. Yeah, water or water. Yeah, in Ghana they'll say ensio. And I want to show you the difference between the words, and not only that, to show you the importance. What does water mean? Go in the dictionary and you'll find out what water means. But the word water, unless you go into the dictionary, doesn't actually explain to you the importance of water and its relevance to you. But science, you see, you have to now go into science, and science will tell you that you, the human, you are 20% earth. What you see of me is the 20% of earth that I am. 80% water. 80% water or water. Or ensue. So inside the 20% that I am that you can see, and some you can't see, there's a further 80% of me in the form of water, ensue, inside of me. Now, 80% basically means I'm almost full of water. So listen to what the accounts say. They say ensue. What's the relevance of the word ensue? Now, if you understand phonetics, then you don't need a dictionary, because that's what phonetics does. They put the dictionary, the meanings of the words into, and the relevance of the words into the word. So there's no need for you to carry a dictionary. And so means it doesn't reach the top. Ensure means that which reaches, meaning they're saying, yeah, you see this, because science denotes that it is 80% of you, the language of tree, to stress that out, tells you that this is that which should reach you. This is that which should reach you from tip to tip to tip. Ensure it should reach you. That is the relevance of water. But why is it so relevant that it should reach you? Because you see, the human being, or life in general, we pick up a lot of, bacteria, this, that, rah. We also pick up a lot of vitamins, nutrients, everything. So we pick up good things and we pick up bad things. What makes us different from a rock is the fact that we can transport those nutrients around our bodies. And in doing so, we grow. You see, that's what makes us different. What makes us different again is that when we pick up bacteria within us, unlike the stone, the bacteria could overgrow on the stone and take over. But within the human, if the human is healthy and is doing the right thing, the bacteria will be attacked, destroyed, and then through water, the bacteria will be dispelled, because that's how our system is cleansed. Everything about you, there's nothing about you that travels without water. Water is the transportation system of the human body. I once argued that we got it wrong. We're building roads when we should be building water systems. If every single road in your country was made of water, listen carefully, was made of water connecting channels, every single road. It means you will all be dealing with little boats, big boats, whatever. Boats that fit the size of the roads, just like cars. Not every car can travel on every road. But if that became the case, do you know how fast traveling will be? That's one. Two, do you know how cheaper traveling will be? Three. And four, do you know how safer? Controlled channels. Do you know how safer traveling will be? You see the movement of goods around your nation. It will run like smooth. Do you know, listen carefully, do you know how much pollution we can cut if we stop using normal roads and started intentionally bringing the sea inland to fill the roads? Do you know how many tires are produced every year? Do you know how much pollution tires, or the production of tires, or the recycling of tires, which is not easy? Do you know how much pollution that puts in our atmosphere? Do you know how bad that is for us? You see the recycling of this. Do you know how bad just recycling this one thing is bad for the environment? I'm telling you, I'm straying off topic for a minute, but I'm showing you the importance of water. If wheels were the best transportation system, then the Creator would have put loads of little wheels within us to transport everything that needed transportation within us. But no, the Creator felt it best to use ensure, because it needed fluidity. Fluid. It needed to flow. Fluidity. No potholes. Yeah, Ghana, no potholes. Imagine that. I'm just showing you how important water can be. Just for a minute, imagine every road in your nation. Okay, not every road, but most roads connecting. So small roads, residential roads are normal roads. Yeah, residential roads are normal roads. We've got less cars. In fact, at this time, to own a car will be costing you quite a lot, because you'll be paying for tires that are produced at very high rate taxes. You'll be paying for stupid things where you should be buying a little boat. Do you see what I mean? Listen, we need to clean the environment to actually see, yeah, what the human is capable of. Because let me tell you something. Pollution reduces our mental capability. Yes, toxins in the air reduces our mental capability. It makes us filthy, and when you're filthy, just like the Bible says, when you're filthy, you can't go in front of God. Well, when you're filthy, you can't even go to your brain and seek knowledge properly. Your brain is busy dealing with filth. It may possibly get stroke, so it's dealing with that. It ain't got time to give you genius ideas. Do you see what I mean? The importance of water ensure that which should reach you. Why? Because if you're not properly hydrated, you're putting so much stress on your kidneys, on your lungs, everything. These things are not solid rocks. They are things that mainly deal with fluid. Do you see what I mean? This hydration in Spadas, I want to make it clear to you. If you have a Spadas session and you don't profusely sweat, you didn't have a Spadas session. And you actually did yourself harm. Yes, you did yourself harm. You see, every exercise session, this, before should be very prioritized. It should be, you shouldn't drink water till your belly is hurting you, no. But how you hydrate throughout the day. People are afraid to drink water before they go to bed because they don't want to get up and go and piss. They just don't want to do it. But you see, the time when you're sleeping, that's the time your body actually relaxes. And that's the time your small sinews, that's the time they use to heal themselves, to cleanse themselves. All their actions to expel waste from them, from tiptoe tips. Yeah, all those actions to expel waste, they all end up through to your bladder, to your liver, to your this, to your that, because those are the channels where filtration happens. If you're not properly hydrated, you're putting so much pressure on your liver that you will end up with the toxins remaining in your liver and in your system. You'll end up with kidney stones, this, that, rah, and bare other stuff, cancer. Sometimes we think medication is that which the doctor gives. But the problem is medication. There are only 4 types of medication. And I'm going to tell you the 4 types of medication. And the application is how you achieve the right results. The number in which I mentioned them in does not imply importance. I'll tell you how it goes. Number 1 is what you see, 20% earth. What you see, 20% earth. So, how do I apply earth as a medication? I have to eat the right foods. The foods that are good for my blood group. Listen carefully. I have to eat the right foods. But I have to eat the foods that are good for my blood group, my blood type, and most importantly, my DNA. Now, I'm only 20%. Scientifically, what that denotes is everything, all the vegetation and food around me is 100%, but I'm only entitled to 20% out of the 100%. Understand that mathematical equation. So you're not to eat every single thing that's put in front of you. You are to seek within the 100%, which is your 20%. And then you are to apply that accordingly. That's why you're allergic to some foods. That's why some foods, when you eat them, you feel like you're in heaven. They're telling you that your blood type is very delighted with your choice. If you eat food and you're sick, your body's telling you and your blood type is telling you that you made a very bad choice. In your 20% earth, you've gone and taken something out of 80% that doesn't belong to you. It's simple. 1, earth. 2, water. Ensure. It is 80% of who you are. 80% of who you are. It is how you carry your nutrients, your vitamins, your everything around your body. It is how you expel your waste. It is how you digest your foods. It is how you sustain 80% of that which you call life. These two combined make up your 100% of physicality. Water is physical. Earth is physical. Those two combined make up what you see. My 100% physicality. 2, water. 3, the most important, absolute air. You can't go a second without. Absolute. Oxygen. Every sinew of your body needs to receive oxygen, or otherwise it will not cell regenerate properly. It will die, in fact. Your brain will die if it's starved of oxygen. But your heart can still beat as long as you're recovered in time, and you'll be brain dead. Death, the word death, all it is that you cease to breathe. Because whatever the situation is, listen carefully, whatever the situation is, if the coroner looks at the body and the body is breathing, the coroner will say, this body is alive. Now, if the coroner cannot see the body breathing, that's when the coroner pronounces the body dead. What is the problem? Whether the person was poisoned, whatever, hit by a car, it doesn't matter. If anything happens to you and you can carry on breathing, you're alive. The trick is to never stop breathing. Never stop breathing. Listen, whatever the accident, you can see you're about to die. Yeah? Just think, I take my chances. Let me keep breathing. Wake up and see if just breathing keeps you alive. Because that's the only thing that will keep you alive. Just breathing. You may find you lost the legs, the arms, even part of the head, but the heart is beating strong. And if they stop the bleeding and the oxygen, outpour, you're living. You're breathing. Otherwise, the doctor will say, you're dead because you're not breathing. 3, air. 4, the sun. Photosynthesis, growth, cell regeneration, cell repair. You see, people think there is only one sun. Understand this. People think there's only one sun, but that's wrong. There are many suns, but in one. Think of your bulb, your light bulb, with a switch that's controlled, so you got a dimmer. Yeah? Now, this is the right sun for the morning. So the dimmer is like this. You've turned it like this. That's it. And then you turn it further for later, and it goes higher. There are different suns. This is the right sun for cell regeneration, for cell growth. The early morning, the photosynthesis sun for the human. This is the one our skin can tolerate, because the sun is always giving out photosynthesis, but different types for different skins. You see, lizards, they have harder skins, but they also need to grow. They also need cell regeneration, and the sun does not starve any living being. Water does not starve any living being. Earth does not starve any living being. Air does not starve any living being. All are entitled to these 4 types of medications, but all have to access them on their own accords. So, I'm out like a lizard in my sun to receive that which the sun gives me. At the same time, to breathe in the oxygen of absolute, because this time of the morning, which the Akans called ahumache. Ahum means breath. Chi means to catch. So again, they're telling you there's a time of the day you should come out and catch your breath. Why? Because that's the time of the day where the absolute breath is so fresh, because Earth all night has been sucking in carbon dioxide, Earth, and then has been pumping out oxygen, fresh, all night. And then you wake up at the right time just to eat it. Just to eat it. That's all you need to do. Going back to water. It's not hard. Listen, you don't need to do, as Ghanaians will say, giddy giddy. You don't need to jump around, lift weights to be healthy. You only need to apply the 4 medications. Right. You need to know who you are in earth and apply who you are to you in earth. 20%. Apply in seal water, 80%. Apply air as you always do, but at the right times of the day, make it, what's the word? Make it a religious thing, yeah? Listen, they call some, do you know how worshiping began? Let me tell you how worshiping began. Before there was worshiping, we only knew how to live right. Think about that, how to live right. Our ancestors knew that they had to drink the right amount of water, that they had to eat the right foods, that they had to sun their bodies. That's why a tree, they call the afternoon from 8 o'clock to 12, they call it Ewia Mre, sun time. Ewia means sun. Mre means time. So the time of the day, they name it with a phrase that tells you what to do. Go and get a tan. Sun time. Iriamre, you should be here. You should be with me right now. Now, what do you think I'm doing right now? I'm actually doing, yeah? If you're a Christian, I'm actually doing what the Bible wants you to do. If you're a Muslim, I'm actually doing what the Quran wants you to do. If you're a Sikh, I'm actually doing what the Hindi teaches you to do. The right thing. God did not put the sun there just so you can see where you're going. No. God put the sun there so it can grow you. So you need to discover the right one for you and you need to access it. Now, in so doing, someone will say you're a sun worshiper because they see you at the right time of the day under the sun like this. And they'll say you're a sun worshiper. Okay. They will see you another time at the beach, yeah? All stripped up naked, taking the sand, scraping your body and scraping your body and scraping your body and letting the water wash all over you. They forget you are that which you immerse yourself in, because inside you is a sea brewing up. Inside you is a big, massive ocean brewing up. And all you're doing is immersing your utter side into an utter ocean. You are 80% water. You shouldn't be scared. You shouldn't be afraid to approach water. When I was a kid, we used to know a trick. We get a little stick and then we would do this, and it's a particular shape of a stick. It will look like this, yeah? If you had the right connection within you, the stick had to be a dead stick. It had to be dead, completely dead. But because it's a stick, it wants to be alive. And somehow, with the right human connection, if you face it, the stick will start to, as if magnetically, pull you towards the direction of water. Because it wants water. That's the only reason why it's dying. It's earth. It needs water in order to start flowing, in order to start breathing again. So the stick will start flowing. That's how we used to find water when we were kids sometimes, when we used to go to the bushes. We can channel water. Because It is within us. You are channeling water. Here, everywhere, from tip to toe. Immerse yourself. Immerse yourself. Immerse yourself. Your food should not be the biggest plate of earth in front of you. In the morning, this is how you should eat. Hydrate first with water. 1. 2. Come out under the photosynthesis sun to receive it. 3. Actually, 2 is number 3. Come out early. Yeah? When the air is so fresh and breezy. And breathe. That's what we should be doing, but I'm taking you through it. Move, tense. That's all you need to do. Under the sun, under the right conditions. You will be surprised. After 10 minutes or less, you will start to sweat from the inside, getting impurities out, helping your kidneys and everything to flow, channeling water around the body intentionally. I'm going to have a session today. Today's session is not going to be a long one. It's going to be a short one. It's going to be a 5-minute one. Do you see what I mean? So this is just a quick one for Insuo. I want to show you the importance of water. And in Spadas, like we say, there are 4 medications. Yeah? Medication is not that which the doctor gives you. Yeah? And I'm not giving you health advice. I'm just telling you, medication is not that which the doctor gives you. And if I'm wrong, you can ask the doctor. Medication is that which works on you. So if the doctor gives you something, you take it, and it nearly kills you. It's not medication for you. So the doctor is practically trying his luck, because you could find yourself dying from the medication a doctor gives you, because they don't know. But I know one thing. Medication is the foods that accept your body. 1. Medication is the water that cleanses your body, that refills your body, that keeps you whole. 2. Medication is the right oxygen to oxygenize the body and open all arteries, all veins, for blood flow, oxygen flow, and for growth and receptance of the elements. Medication is the sun that gives you growth and photosynthesis and cell regeneration. Ask any doctor if these 4 medications, these 4 drugs I've given you, if they are not the most expensive drugs in the world. And ask them, are they the best drugs in the world? These 4 combined and used at the right proportions. Are they the best 4 drugs in the world? Are they the only drugs in the world? Yes, they are. Medication in Twi is eduro. Eduro. Listen to the pronunciation. Eduro. Listen to the meaning of eduro. Edu means it means 10. Yeah, edu. We got 10 fingers. Yeah, edu. Edu also means when you reach somewhere, when you have arrived. You have arrived. Wedu. Yeah. Eduruho means you have reached there. You have arrived there. So what is eduro? Eduro is that which arrives there, that which reaches there. Why? Because if you find yourself allergic to something I said was eduro, then that thing is not eduro, because it didn't reach there, it didn't heal you. If something heals you, understand this, it will heal all 10. You see? It will heal all 10 here, 10 here. What is that indicating? It's indicating that the healing has reached from tippy toes, because you got 10 toes. So it do 10. And has reached tippy fingers. Why? Because you got 10 tippy fingers. It do. Only when, listen, only when the medication reaches here and here are you fully being healed. And that's the truth. That's why when someone is in a coma, yeah, the first signs of life, yeah, or proper healing, because the sign of life is that the heart is beating, but a first sign of change will be for one of the 10 to move. One of the 10 to move. One of them to move. Oh, she moved the finger. Why? Because the medicine has reached there. Because Eduro has reached all 10. It's scientific, the language, but it's how you want to see it. Medication is not that which the doctor gives you. Medication is that which reaches all 10. Edu, Ruho, that reaches all 10. And that which reaches all 10 is earth, 20% in ratio mathematically, the right one. 80% in water. Air in its absolute form. And the sun for growth, photosynthesis. People say, why are the birds so loud in the morning? That's why they're so loud in the morning. Why are the chickens so loud in the morning? That's why they're so loud in the morning. Why are the frogs so croaky? You don't need to do much. You only need to do the right thing. The right ratio to achieve the right results. Spadas. Welcome. Love you. I'll meet you in the next round, yeah? 1.